okay now? Let me know. I changed my Wi-Fi signal, so maybe that can help you. If you guys can hear me better now. So hopefully that helps you guys so you can actually hear me a little bit better now. I moved it to a different Wi-Fi. We have a different router I moved it to. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching Talk with Angelo Live, where America goes for funding for the last 20 years. We have our national commercial residential lending. So if we can help with any type of financing, remember you can always call or text us at the number above, 832-431-6331. Every Thursday, 7 p.m. Central, we do a Talk with Angelo Live. You can actually ask me questions, tune in, anything with respect to credit, real estate, lending, investments. And then we produce 4 shows every week on YouTube and Instagram. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday morning. You can actually tune in to watch Angelo and me. I'm the guy. So I'm the one that can help you with all your financing needs. We do FHA, VA, we do USDA, we do conventional, we do hard money loans, we do all different types of financing. So we want to be your go-to, your hub for lending whenever you need to get a mortgage loan. So anyway, some of the big things I want to talk about, and I got some interesting topics I wanted to go over this evening. The first thing is President Biden talking about getting rid of the credit reporting system and coming out with a brand new public fair credit reporting system. So, hey, Shirley, good evening. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for watching the channel. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much. The other thing I wanted to go over and talk about is the COVID Delta variant and how COVID, if this Delta variant gets seen, how it could affect the economy and affect people getting a mortgage trying to get a home loan. That's a huge thing to talk about. The third thing I want to go over is how to qualify for 2 mortgages. So if you currently own a home, how can you buy another home? How can you qualify for 2 mortgages? I think that's a great topic to discuss and to go over. So I wanted to talk about that. And then lastly, I want to talk about when you're buying a home and trying to get a loan, if you have disputes on your credit, some things to look out for. So these are the 4 things I want to talk about. And obviously, if you guys have any questions, anything that you want to go over, please feel free to hit it down in the chat box below. Any comments, any feedback, anything that we can do to make our channel better, educate you guys more. Remember, our purpose here, the reason why we're here is to educate you guys, empower you to give the knowledge, the information to make your life better. Because you need finance, you need credit, you need loans. And so we're here to help you, to be your resource, your lending hub, to be able to help you whenever you need a loan. So those are the 4 topics that I want to go over tonight. And then remember that every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central, we do a free giveaway for an Amazon gift card, just something to give back to all of our subscribers. So we do that every Thursday, a free $100 Amazon gift card to our lucky winner. So I really appreciate you guys watching the show and tuning in tonight. So the first thing I want to kind of go over is this new idea of President Biden, where he's talking about getting rid of Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, and what that actually looked like. But one of the biggest things that they're talking about right now, and with the political system, is that there's a lot of inequality, a lot of deficiencies with our current credit reporting system, and they want to abolish this credit bureau, the Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, and they want to come out with something called the public CRA. So this new credit reporting system basically would get rid of the 3 repositories, and there would be something called the Fair Credit Reporting Act, where it would be a new credit scoring system that lenders would have to adopt to make a loan to you. And somehow this new credit reporting system would get rid of a lot of the credit deficiencies. So you can't hear me too well, Darren? You're having a hard time hearing me? Yeah, because I can. It says that the audio is coming through fine. Let me know if that's any better. If you can hear me any better now, because it says that the audio from my side is really good. So I'm not sure what. Let me know. I can try to speak up a little bit louder if that helps. So the audio sounds far. Okay. We'll have to take a look at that and see, because from where I'm sitting, it looks like the audio is okay. So I'm not sure. Let me know if it sounds any better. I have the audio up as high as I can take it. Let me know if that helps out at all. Can you guys hear me any better now? How's the audio now? So let me know if that's any better, if you guys can hear me or not. Because on my side it shows that the audio, oh, you can hear me better? Okay, good. Okay, that's what I want to make sure. So, way better? Okay, cool. So the biggest thing is that, again, that, if they get rid of the credit bureaus, okay, if they get rid of Equifax, they get rid of TransUnion, they get rid of Experian, and they come out with this Fair Credit Reporting Act, I don't know if lenders are going to adopt that. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know how the federal government's going to manage this, and I don't really know how it's going to make sense. But basically, I do agree that there's a lot of inequalities, a lot of inefficiencies with our current credit reporting system. Me personally, I've had issues reported that are inaccurate on my credit, things I've had to dispute, things I've had to delete all the time. So I understand that, and I think that there's a lot of flaws with our current credit reporting system. And I don't think it's fair that a lender charges a higher interest rate just because of something that they see on a credit report. Now, on the other side, I think that you have to pay your bills on time. I'm talking about flaws or inaccuracies. So if the presidency, the government, they get rid of Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, I don't know how it's going to be managed. I don't know how they're going to determine what's fair or what's not fair. So it's an interesting topic. I have a podcast coming out on this topic, and you can download a copy of the article. Nothing's gone into law, but it's information that's kind of being tossed around right now in Congress, right? And if they sign off on it, if something happens and they actually sign off on it, I really don't know, how it will be managed and what that will look like. But I thought it was very interesting, and I thought I would share that with you guys because, I don't know about this public CRA, what that's going to look like and people trying to get loan. The other thing is, I don't know, are lenders going to adopt that? Is the mortgage broker, the auto lender, the car lender, the student loan lender, are they going to adopt this public CRA? Because I don't know what the laws are. Are they going to force them to adopt it? So it's an interesting topic. I don't know if you guys have any comments. If anyone that's watching this has had any feedback or read anything about what the president is looking to do, well, I thought it was interesting. I thought it was an interesting topic to bring up. So I don't know what everybody thinks, but anyway, it's an interesting thing. And I thought it'd be something that, I don't know how it's going to work or how it's going to pan out, but I thought that was a very interesting topic. The other thing that I wanted to bring up right now, well, we'll see. I don't know. You have to find out what ends up happening. The other thing that I want to talk about, I don't know what part of the country everybody's in. We're here in Texas, but this Delta variant that's somewhat kind of growing and taking off again has got a lot of government leaders, a lot of business owners scared and worried that this could be COVID round 2 shut down America. And what does that look like for the national economy? If this growing Delta variant, I've met more people in the last 3 months, or I've known more people, not that I've met, I've known more people in the last 3 months that have gotten the COVID Delta variant than they did all of last year. So, very interesting to see how this unfolds, how this shapes out with this growing Delta variant. I can tell you where I'm in Texas, and I'm in one of the most right-wing states in the country. You have business owners. So you have business owners that are going to basically having the mask ban again. You have to wear your mask when you come into the business. Okay, so that's a very interesting thing because before you didn't have to wear a mask when you walked into a business. You've seen Disney adopt the mask wearing again. You've seen the casinos, they're requiring that you wear a mask again. So you're seeing all this stuff kind of unfold again, and it's somewhat concerning. It's alarming because you don't know what's going to happen. If this thing takes off, it could be scary. I don't know how bad the numbers are in the part of the country that you're in, but from what we've seen, that this growing Delta variant, if it shuts down the economy, it's going to be crazy. People are not going to be able to get loans again. All the businesses will be shut down. What's wrong with the audio? You guys are having an issue with the audio? Let me see, because it looks like I'm going to try to see if I can fix that. It's a bad echo. Okay, let me. Okay. Let me see what I can do to fix that. Guys, hang tight. Let me see if I can fix the echo. You guys are saying there's an echo? Because I'm not seeing that. It shows here. How's the audio now? Is the audio okay? Not disconnect? Well, I mean, I'm just saying if the audio is bad, then I mean, if you guys can't hear me, then it's not going to be any good. So, how bad is the audio? Don't disconnect. I'm trying to figure out. You can hear me? Comes and goes, but it does echo. Okay, I'm gonna have to get with my, but not good. Okay, I'm gonna have to get with my IT people to get that fixed. We've been having bad rainstorms down here, and I don't know. Maybe what about if I sit back like this? Does the sound better now? How's the sound now? Better or worse? You want me to come close or go far away? Yes, better. Okay, I'll stand back. Let me. Actually, a little. Okay, how about if I go real far away? I'll just leave and I'll let Bobby do the show. I'll let Bobby, you can do the show for me. Okay? So, no, a little far, a little, okay. So, anyway, I don't know what's going to happen if, COVID, if the Delta variant kicks in, and then, I'm not really sure what's going to end up happening, with the economy because, last year the credit markets shut down, people couldn't get a loan, and it was scary, man. Restaurants shut down, malls shut down, stores shut down, and it was a freaky time. All I know is I hope to God that we don't have another shutdown. A buddy of mine just got back from Vegas, and he said they started the mask ban again. You have to wear your mask everywhere you go when you're in Vegas. And another friend of mine that was in Vegas back in July, and he was lucky because he didn't have to wear a mask. So it just kind of, it's one of those things, man, that, I don't know. You're standing on your legs again? Oh, I know. I don't want, listen, I don't want there to be worry for sure because we have finally found a house and ready to put an offer. Oh, that's awesome, Sandra. I know. A lot of people got laid off last year, and it sucked. My business sucked for a few months. Most of the economies, except for Amazon and probably, the grocery stores, everybody else got, hit pretty hard. And I don't want that to obviously happen again. And so, I don't know what's going to end up happening. I hope that the government, they can step in and do something, or, you're seeing like, Pfizer, Moderna talking about a booster shot. Maybe they can do something. I don't know. But I thought it was something that was interesting to see because, like, I'm in Texas, and not all of the restaurants and all of the places, but a lot of the places are making you wear your mask again. And so, you're in the hotel. Oh yeah, the hotel industry was killed. I used to do a lot of loans for hotels, and that market got killed really bad. And it's starting to come back. But it's just one of those things that it comes and goes, man. And I feel real bad for you, and I'm sorry, for the industry that you're in, and it's gotten affected. It's not your fault. So, yeah, I hope that it doesn't, it's crazy. I hope that it just doesn't catch on full steam and some crazy crap happen, and then we do another shutdown. I can't handle another shutdown personally. Mentally, I just can't handle another shutdown. It was a weird time, it's something like out of a movie, right? You don't even think it's real, and I don't know if it's the best thing for the economy. I really don't know what everyone feels about like that, but for me, it just is, it's nuts, you know. So that's a big thing. The other thing that I want to talk about is I've seen a lot of is trying to qualify for two mortgages. How do you qualify for two mortgages? If you currently own a home, can you buy another home? A lot of people ask me that question all the time. Hey, Angelo, if I'm trying to, if I own a house right now, how can I qualify to be able to buy another home? Is it possible to have two mortgages? So I want to bring that up to talk about some tips, some strategies on how to help you guys out there if you're trying to buy, if you own a house and if you want to buy another property. How do you do that? So that's a big topic I want to go over. And then the other thing that I want to talk about is with respect to your credit, when you're trying to get a loan, if you have disputes on your credit, how that actually affects you. Did you know that if you're trying to get a loan and you have disputes on your credit, so they'll hurt you with getting a home loan? You actually do not want to counsel a dispute when you're trying to get a loan. It'll affect your credit in a major way. So question, what is it? If you have a medical expense and you claim on your tax return, now medical won't count against you usually when you're trying to, so here's the thing about medical. If you have medical on your credit or on your tax return, that will not affect you for qualification. In other words, if you have medical expense on your tax return, that will not affect you for qualifying for your home loan. They won't deduct it out of your income. Just like if you have a medical collection on your credit, that doesn't affect you from qualifying for your home loan. Okay? Just remember that. Now, I'm not saying don't pay your medical bills. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just telling you that if you have medical expenses on tax returns as deductions, or if you have medical on your credit, it's not going to affect you from getting approved for your loan. So that's a good question. You know, and again, I'm not saying not to pay your medical bills. I'm just saying, so you should not dispute any news on student loans and FHA. Oh, great question, Valerie. So, Sandra, no, when you're getting a home loan, Sandra, you should not have stuff in dispute. It hurts you. It'll hurt you from getting approved. I don't care if you're doing conventional, FHA, VA, USDA. What kind of watch? You guess. Can you guess what that is? I guess you can probably see what it is. What do you think? Can you guess what kind of watch that is? Conventional. Bobby, can you guess what kind of watch that is? So, yeah, no, and the disputes, you don't want to have this dollar store. Casio, that's right, yeah, dollar store. It's a dollar store watch. Yeah, that's, you can probably, you might be able to tell what kind of watch that is. Let's see it again. Here. What kind of, can you tell by the band? I don't know if you can tell by the, somebody who knows watches on this show. Who can tell what kind of watch? $20, whoever gets the night right name of the watch, $20. You guys are crazy, man. So, oh, the Lamborghini jacket, yeah. Oh, you noticed that? Good. You noticed the Lamborghini jacket. No, it's so. You guys are funny. Bobby, you're always stirring things up, man. So, anyway, yeah, conventional loans, any loan that you're getting. Oh, the morning videos, yeah. Yeah, Lamborghinis are awesome. So it's a great car. I wish I could drive it more, but I'm working on time. So it's a Timex. Yeah. No, I mean the thing is that the main thing I want to talk about is that yes, if you are trying to get a loan, do not have accounts in dispute, guys. Settle your accounts, have the accounts paid off. I promise you, you're going to run into an issue if you're trying to get a loan and you have accounts in dispute. Because lenders don't like that stuff, and it's going to affect you. The citizen Citizens Eye Watch. You guys are. No one's guessed it right. I'll give it $20 to whoever gets it right. I'll make it $50. Whoever answers it right. So anyway, so those are the things that I wanted to kind of go over with you because I think that they're important topics. And hey, that $20 sounds good. Yeah, I know. Just we can't do much with $20 though. In America, that's the issue. So anyway, those are the things. So going back to getting 2 mortgages, how do you qualify for getting 2 mortgages? If you currently have a loan, how can you get an unloan? Okay, so I want to stay on that for a second because let's say that you currently own a home. And if you guys have any questions, by the way, you guys can always ask me questions. I have ideas I want to talk about on the channel. But if there's things you want to bring up, you can ask me those questions. I'm happy to answer those for you. So if there's something that you want me to talk about, you have a question, I don't know everything. And a lot of my inspiration that I get from videos is from you guys. You guys give me my inspiration. I listen to you. What's one of the things that I try to do really good is listen to what you guys are saying. Like you guys want me to make certain videos, talk about certain things. Private construction lending, yes. Hey, Calvin, how are you? Good to see you. We are doing private construction lending, starts business. So it depends on how big the project is, how much you're putting down, the type of the project, who's going to be doing the construction. There is construction financing out. Richard Calloway. Hey, buddy, what's up, man? Do you fund bulk? Yes, we do fund multifamily, Richard. Yes, sir. We sure do. Well, no. Here, let me help you guys because we're not getting the watch right. So, Mike, let me see if I can take it off and I'll show you a better picture of it. So, can you see the name of it? Does anyone know what that is? So I'm trying to help you guys out. I don't know how. So yes, Ed, we do multifamily. There's a lot of different multifamily that we can do. Let me go by and answer these questions one by one. So private construction loans, we do them. It depends on private loans, they're more customized, so it depends on what you're trying to do. Okay, so they can start with 20% down, they can go as high as 30% down. The loans can start at $200,000 and go up to $2 million for construction loans. There's a few. Oh, Angelo, you got it. Angelo, you got it, buddy. AP. How did you know? Smart. How did you know? You got it. You guys got it. Good job. Oh, you love watches. Good. You guys are smart. I know. He beat Angelo. You got it. So there you go. If you know watches, so you got your $50, Angelo, for answering that right. I have a 580 and 592. Can I get a house? You can, Kelvin, but we're going to have to work on your credit a little bit to get your score up to like a 620. Ideally, you want to get your credit score to a 620 so you get the best interest rate on your loan. Okay? So, yes, we can help you get your score up. So if you're at a 580 to a 590, we can help you get your credit score up. So don't worry. Oh, student loans. Yes, I'm sorry, Valerie. Sorry, we've got everyone talking about watches on this show. We're supposed to be talking about loans. So student loans. Okay, I got that. Okay, Mr. Calloway wants to talk about multifamily. So multifamily is a great thing, Eddie. I'm glad we brought that up to think about investing in multifamily. So the thing about investing in multifamily is there's a huge difference. 1 to 4 families residential, 5+ is commercial. The biggest thing with multifamily is they don't really underwrite you so much per se. They underwrite the property, and the property has to have a very strong cash flow. So the NOI or the cap rate has to be, ideally exceptionally well, and you want the property to make a lot of money. So ideally, it depends on, the biggest thing I will tell you is that with multifamily, you have to have 20% down minimum. So there's no zero down, there's no 5% down, there's no first time buyer, there's no down payment assistance. Minimum 20 to 25% down. You get great rates. If you buy $1 million or more, you can do Fannie Mae loans, and you can get very low interest rates, great terms, and you can build a portfolio. One of my biggest customers has over 6,000 rental properties. And he makes millions of dollars a year with multifamily. He built a huge portfolio all over the country. So he started off as moved to America with $15, $18 in his pocket. And now he's a multi-billionaire, in Florida, in Boca Raton. So, you can start small, do, duplex or a triplex. But inevitably, if you want the big money, you have to go into large units. You have to go into, large multi-family, right? So, hey, Anne Marie, make me feel to give it up. One thing I will tell you, Anne Marie, is that I think that it's going to get better and easier for you come the fall. A lot of the foreclosures that could be hitting the market, and there's going to be less buyers in September, October, November, you might be able to find more homes. And if you can find more homes, you might have a better opportunity to find a better property. So don't give up. Hang in there. Interest rates are really low right now. So with interest rates so low, you can still find a great property. So just hang in there. Don't give up. Just keep searching, and you'll find a good house. Yeah, you'll find a good home. Don't worry. It'll come. You just can't give up. The thing in life is just never giving up. Okay. So, Mr. Callaway, multifamily, great thing. Now, you're gonna have to have 20% down investment, but the biggest thing is location. How much do you think it's worth, Bobby? So, the biggest thing that I'll tell you on multifamily is location and a great cap rate. I would say be close to a university, be close to where there's a lot of urbanization, metropolitan area. I would not do any multifamily in a rural area. And make sure that you do a thorough background check on all the tenants. You credit qualify them, that type of thing. Make sure they're paying the rent. As Angelo knows washes, let's see if Angelo knows something. I need to get my score up to 624. Yeah, I agree getting your score up. I agree getting your score up, Sandra, as high as you can. Above 12K. Yeah, Angelo knows washes, so he knows about the prices of watches. You can tell he's a watch enthusiast. And I think Stark's Businesses knows about watches too. They're the ones that guess it right. So anyway, we can help you, Sandra, to get your score up, and we can do a credit boost on you to get your credit score higher. If we've ran credit on you, we can run you through our credit simulator to get your credit score up. 620 is not bad, but we definitely want to get that credit score as high as possible. Valerie, I want to go back to your question on student loans. Okay. So I did a podcast on student loans 2 weeks ago, and it looks like that is making some traction in Congress, and that the new student loan plan, the policy, is that student loans for government lending will follow conventional loans. Okay, so what that means is that right now with conventional loans, they do the income base and they do deferment for conventional lending. Remember with FHA, they do the 1% multiplier, so it sucks. So what you're going to see probably at the end of this year, and don't quote me on this because it's up to the government, is that you'll see the government loans switch over to, yeah, you should. Well, Rolexes are, no, here's the thing, watches are an asset. Let me finish answering Valerie's question so I can be respectful. So, when the government adopts this new policy, think about how huge this is going to be. You have people, millions of people that have student loans. I had student loans for a long time. Yes, you want to get out of forbearance, Sandra. Get out of the forbearance on the student loans. Any forbearances that you have are going to affect you from getting approved for your loan. So get out of the forbearance. Um, but anyway, what I was saying is that with on the student loans, basically it's going to adopt conventional underwriting. So let's say you have 100,000 student loans and you pay $23 a month. That will never fly right now with FHA. They're going to do 1%, which is $1,000 a month into your debt to income ratio. Now, if your income is really high, it doesn't matter. But if your income is not high, it's going to suck and it'll affect you from qualification. Now, if you're doing a conventional loan, you're good. You don't have to worry about it. But what you're going to see probably towards the end of the year is that FHA is going to adopt these conventional student loans, and then boom, you got 100,000 student loan debt. Well, my payment's $23 a month. I can qualify for my house. That's awesome. That's what you want. So I think that this is going to happen towards the end of the year. So once that happens, we're going to obviously make a huge announcement about it because there's thousands of people that I know that are waiting for this. They can't get an FHA loan right now because they have a lot of student loan debt. And so this is a very powerful thing. It's a great thing. And I'm very excited about it because I think it's going to help a lot of people. And again, I'm not saying, and people take things the wrong way. I had somebody tell me the other night that I was telling people not to pay their student loans. I'm never saying that. I'm not a person that talks like that. And sometimes people, I know what I mean, and everyone knows this. You know, people they see things differently. They have different opinions, and I would never say not to pay your student loans. Okay, so I'm saying to pay your student loans, but it's also you have to properly, account for that into the debt ratio. Is it fair to do 1% against someone's student loan balance, and it makes them ineligible to qualify for a loan? Right? If they're not paying their student loans and they're on a repayment plan, then we should be able to treat that fairly and not disqualify them from getting a home loan. And I don't think it's fair if you do a 1% multiplier for FHA, with a conventional loan, they'll do an income-based payment plan. That's not fair. That's not fair to people. And so, and everyone could disagree or not. It's your opinion. That's my opinion. You have your opinion. And I think that people, if you're going to do one for conventional like that, you have to do one like that for FHA and VA too, and USDA to make it fair, right? Because that's the whole thing is you have to it's proper balancing of things, and everybody's different. Some people qualify for FHA, some people qualify for conventional, and you have other people that argue that those people that qualify for conventional loan serves them right because they have better credit scores. I don't agree with that. I think whatever, if the person's on an income-based payment plan, that's their payment. You can't give them an arbitrary payment and say that's what their payment needs to be. So okay, Angelo, you have 30,000 student loans. If you try to get an FHA loan, they're going to say you're paying $300 a month for your student loans. How much are you paying for your student loans, Angelo? How much are you paying right now? That's my question to you. I'd like to know because I bet you're not paying $300 a month. You pay nothing, exactly. But if you try to get an FHA loan right now, they're going to hit you with $300 a month into your debt ratio. Is that fair? I don't think that's fair. Now, if you're trying to get a conventional loan, they'll accept that you're paying zero. You see, so that's a huge disparity, in my opinion, and it's not fair. Okay. So that's my thinking on it. Now, everyone else has a different opinion. And I think what you're going to see is that the federal government is adopting 4 of these, FHA, VA, USDA, more of a conventional type student loan. And I think it's going to happen towards the end of the year, Valerie. So I hope that helps answer your question because I think it's an important thing, and I think it needs to happen. So anyway, I want to go back to, I'm going to wait on changes going into effect. Yeah, probably. You might need to wait, Valerie. No, not fair. I agree, Terry. Thank you for bringing that up. So on 2 mortgages, I wanted to, okay, who had questions about that? FHA disputes, I think we answered that. We talked about, Biden getting rid of the credit bureaus. We talked about COVID and the Delta variant. On the FHA disputes, we talked about that. And then the 2 mortgages, how do you qualify? If people want to know about that, I can bring that up. So some of you guys that are watching the show on the channel, you already own a house. And everyone always here, they always have the fear they're trying to buy another house and trying to get a loan. How do you get 2 loans? How do you qualify to purchase another house if you already have a house? Let's say that you have a question about how about purchase my report and send it to the lender? Yes, if you purchase your credit report, and the lender is going to do a hard inquiry on you. I answer this question for people every single day. If the lender is checking your credit, it's going to be a hard inquiry. And there's no way around that. We have to check your credit. It's just part of the process. When we're looking at to determine your loan approval, a lender has to do a credit check on you. It's going to be a hard inquiry, guys. It's part of the process. If you don't want the lender to do a hard inquiry, download a copy of your credit report at MyFICO or annualcreditreport.com, and then you can download a copy of your credit report there and send that to your lender and see if they'll accept it. I don't think they will. You can try to, but that's another option you can do. Is download a copy of your credit report. Oh, how do you send PDF? Oh, just save it as a PDF on your desktop and then convert it to a secure file and send it to them either via Dropbox or a secure link to have them access it. Like you can send us a Google Drive link or a Dropbox file link to have it secure, password protected, and you can send it to them that way. So save it as a PDF and then send it to them. Hopefully that will work. Yeah, don't take pictures of it and text it to them because that's not, just to get an idea. Yeah, and you can send that to us too. If you want to send me a copy of your credit report, you can just email it to me. I just subscribed to your channel. I haven't really gotten so well. Thank you, Sandra. I appreciate that, honey. I appreciate you for watching the show and the channel. I'm going to fix the audio for next time. I'll make that better. I'm sorry about that. I'll agree with my IT people, so we'll get that button down because I don't want to have any audio issues. Is the audio okay now? Can you guys hear me okay? So I'll get the audio fixed for next time, for next week. I want to make sure that's taken care of so you guys can hear me okay. So it'll be better next week, I promise. So I want to make sure that we get that fixed. So, but anyway, who else has questions? I watched your videos, Bill, with Zero Down. PU, private construction. Doing the building with Zero Down is going to be very difficult for if it's an investment property. It's not realistic. I don't expect that to happen. So building with Zero Down, like if you're going to build your own primary residence to live in, if you're going to live in that house, you can do like a USDA construction loan and build with that, but not building like an investment property, and definitely not private lending. Private lending is going to be 25, 30% down, 35% down on the construction loan. And you have to, it all has to be done through an approved general contractor or builder. It can't be done through an individual or a person. Okay? So, that's a good question. I mean, I like how you're thinking, what you're trying to do, but realistically, on a private construction loan, it's going to be a big down. Expect a big down payment. To do a USDA zero down construction, that's going to be for your primary residence. And it's a fully documented loan with tax returns and everything. So, which we do, and I'm not opposing it. I want to give you the right expectations. I don't want to mislead you. We got pre-qualified. The bank told us to close up some of our credit cards. I did. Now I'm down 20 points. Why would they tell you to close your credit cards? I've never heard of that before. I don't. That doesn't make. VA loans are not hard to get. They're great loans. VA is my favorite loan. We do VA jumbo loans too. I don't know why they would ask you to take Harriet, whether you can buy points. We're at 640 credit score. I don't know why they would tell, I've never heard of a lender telling a customer or a person to close their credit. That'll hurt your credit score. That doesn't make any sense to me. I've never heard that before. Actually, I take that back. I have heard that before. I had a customer 3 months ago, and they told me that. And then the lender denied him for the loan. It was unbelievable. This lender told the guy, "Hey, go pay off your car, okay, and then pay off 2 of your credit accounts and then close them." The guy went and did that, okay, and then my customer's credit score dropped like 43 points, and then that lender denied him afterwards, and I couldn't believe it. And he called me freaking out, and said, "Angelo, can you help me?" And I helped him. We boosted his credit score like 76 points, and we closed on his house like 2 months ago. Okay? So I've heard it's rare. It's very rare. No, you don't want to close your accounts. Do not close. You can pay them down. It's okay to pay them down, but do not close your accounts. So we're gonna fix the sound next time, Charles. Sorry about that. We'll fix it next week. So, yeah, let me see what I can do to help you. Call or text me at 832-431-6331. I'd love to give you a second opinion to see what I can do to help you. I might be able to come up with a better plan, a better program to help you to get you a better loan. Maybe even get your credit score higher, maybe get you a lower interest rate. There's a good possibility that I can help you to come up with a better strategy. It's always good to get a second opinion. You get a second opinion when you go to a doctor. You get a second opinion when you get a car. Why not get a second opinion when you're getting a loan to buy a house? One of the biggest decisions you're ever going to make is buying a home. And it costs several $100,000 in most cases. Get a second opinion. Let me see what I can do. What if I can help save you some money, right? That's what I always tell people. What if I can help you? So, anyway, that was a great question, and I really like that a lot. So, okay. I'm sorry, Charles, because yeah, we had a bad thunderstorm over here, and the sound was going in and out. I'm going to, that's right. Appreciate you, Angeli. So appreciate you for hanging in there and watching the show on the channel. Thank you. Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys all watching the show on the channel. We're gonna fix the sound for next week. We'll get all that taken care of. Don't worry about that. We'll get the sound issue resolved. My sincere apologies for that. We definitely want to make sure you guys can hear us okay. We won't have any issues with the sound. It was working fine earlier. We had a bad thunderstorm. So really sorry about that. We'll make sure that we get that taken care of next week. So who else has questions? I appreciate you, Sandra, for watching the show. We answered that question, Bobby. It's AP. Some of the viewers answered that question earlier. Angelo answered that question. He won the $50. So, yeah, Bobby has to meet Angelo. You guys have to meet up. So that would be good. So anyway, does anyone else have any questions about anything? Did I miss anybody's questions? Does anyone else have any questions they want to bring up or ask me? Forever hold your peace if you have any questions. I want to make sure that we answer everybody's questions. So I will make sure. What was your question? What was your question? What was it? Ask me what it is and we'll answer it. Because everybody wants to get home and watch baseball tonight. So what is loans with I-10? Yes, that's actually, it's funny. We get that question every day. It's amazing. So yes, you can get a loan with an I-10. Is 800 is the best one that you want to get. Cannot get a HELOC with no income verification. HELOC has to be fully documented. Great question. 800 is the highest score you can get. That's the score that you want. You can get an I-10 loan. An I-10, you have to put 20 to 25% down. Interest rates start at 6%. Yes, you can get I-10, but there's no zero down I-10. You got to put 20 to 25% down, maybe 30%. Interest rates start at 6%. So yes, it can be done, but you have to put big money down, mucho dinero, to buy a house with an I-10 loan. So, all right, so let's go back to the $100 question for the Amazon gift card. So, let me see, what would be a good question that we can actually bring up? Okay, I got it. All right, so $100 Amazon giveaway. Reginald Wiley, of course, a jumbo loan for 1.2 would be possible. We'd love to give that to you. We specialize in jumbo loans. We have jumbo loans from 5 to 10% down up to 1.2 million, depending on what part of the country that you're in, Reginald. You can be able from 5 to 10% down. We'd love to be your lender. Call or text me at 832-431-633. We want to make that jumbo loan to you, Reginald. That's why we're here. So reach out to me. I'd love to help you, to give you the hookup for your jumbo loan. That's why we're here, Angelo Christian. So let's talk about it. So you're welcome, Reginald. I appreciate you. Please reach out to us. We'd love to help us. We'll get the. Oh, sorry. Let me get out of here. So I'll fix the sound. So anyway, for the $100 Amazon giveaway, let's go. Let's finish it up. Yes, you can leverage the down payment on a hard money private loan. Yeah, it can be borrowed, or it doesn't matter where the down payment comes from. Great question. So for the $100 Amazon giveaway, what credit score do you have to have for an FHA loan? So what credit score do you have to have for an FHA loan? So whoever answers that first, for an FHA loan, what credit score do you have to have? No? Not yet. No, I haven't seen it. 620. Valerie got it. Valerie Love, good job. Valerie answered it correctly. 620. So that's right. So you have to have a 620 credit score to get approved. Now, I didn't know. Listen to what I said. FHA will accept the 580, but the lender is requiring a 620 credit score. Well, it's up to the lender. FHA accepts the 580, but the lender is requiring a 620 credit score. That's right. So that's good. So FHA will go down to a 500 credit score, believe it or not. FHA has no credit score requirement. So, but lenders have overlays on what they'll make on their loans. FHA has no credit requirement. If you look at FHA's requirements, they have no credit score requirement. But lenders have overlays. And right now, the current overlay is 620 for an FHA loan. But there's lenders out there that will do a 580. So you're right. So, it's 580 is what FHA will do with 3.5% down. Under 580 is 10% down. It's a manual underwrite. You're right, Bobby. So that's correct. Under 580 is a manual underwrite. It's 10% down. 580 or higher, you could probably get approved eligible still with 3.5% down. Overlay is 620 for FHA. So, but anyway, you all are winners. You all did good because both of you guys are right. You're right if you said 580. That's not incorrect because FHA will accept a 580 credit score. But to make the loan, a lot of lenders right now want 620. So anyway, we love you. We'll give you some money. Okay, message me, Bobby. Send me your email. We'll hook you up. You did partially answer that right. Send me your email, Bobby. Text me your email, 832-431-6331. Because you got partial credit, we'll send you a gift card. Yes, you can do 580. Text me your email, and we'll send you a gift card. Because it is true, you could do 582. So Sam, Angelo, you want to watch, so text me your email. You want to watch, please. So everybody, yes, you too, Sandra. Bobby, Sandra, Angela, and Valerie, y'all want to send me. Not send them to watch, dude. I'll send you a gift card, though. So text me there, guys. Take care. Peace out. I'll fix the sound next week. We love you. Stay strong. Make the most of yourself. Max it out. Bye-bye.